All right, hold on.
Okay.
Welcome everybody, and welcome to All In All United. Your boys Reman Nick on the inside, and by
Yeah, good night, good night.
the expressions on the faces right now, you'll know that it's not a good day. It's not a good review. Well, I mean, the kind of review we don't want to hand Nico. It's not our one. A hugely disappointing result today. Especially when you consider what was up for grabs. We would have leapfrogged from fifth into third if we had won today. And up to the 97th minute, Nico, today, we were in third place. And before the whistle blow, or I should say, at the blow of the whistle, we're
Yeah.
still in fifth. Where it all went wrong, buddy?
Yeah. Well, again, to me, I was always saying that the Southampton game would have definitely been the one of the tougher games for us coming out in this season. I think they are in real top form um, post COVID break. And again, though we more or less created our own mistakes. I think we more or less defeated ourselves. Um, all during the game. To me, the game was real tense now. You could have feel the intensity, you could have feel the tension during the game. I don't know if it's just because of what at stake in terms of the third place or what, but you could have felt it during the game. You could have felt it on the field. You could have seen it on the coaches and on the players' faces. Where even they was kind of pensive during the game. And I always know that this game would have been a game like that. Um, to me, it's a result that hopefully that the guys could regain focus for the last three games. We still have top four in our hands. It's up to us to go and do the business. Disappointing as a result it was. I mean, we had to take it and we had to move on.
I mean, last season, one of the biggest concerns we had as fans looking on was the inability for the team to capitalize on golden moments. And I mean, we were so confident based on how the team were playing and the momentum that was behind the team. That an opportunity like this, as I said before, to leapfrog from fifth to third would have been grabbed with both hands and both feet, even with a use remote to bite a piece as well. And we went into the game today, and I thought, in my opinion, um, Southampton was given a little too much respect. Now, whether it was given or it was taken it's debatable, But I believe that we had it within us to win this game today. And as I told you before recording, Nico, these are the kind of games that champions or teams that want to challenge for trophies have to be able to see out. And
Yeah.
that is what bothers me the most.
Yeah, and we was as we know, and all the fans out there know, there are some frailties within the squad. There are some strengthening to be done. As you could see now, before we could have said, nah, but we are a midfield in a mess. We could have said, well, boy, the defense is holding out strong, right? The forwards, you could have seen we had some quality on the forward line. The midfield was in a mess, especially with Pogba not being there. Bruno wasn't there. We strengthened that. We see the form of the forward line now, but now it really comes back to, again, is continuous improvement, right? So we come back to the defense now where we see where the weaknesses are now. And you saw it today, especially for our last goal. Yes, we were short. We know that. But there are some fundamental mistakes that key players or key players in certain positions continues to make. And I think that cost us. I think again, and I say it again, Lindelof has cost us many games. For the Everton game, always come to mind when I think about Lindelof and his positioning for free kicks, corners especially, and to me, we need an upgrade. Right now, Maguire is playing out of position. That is why Maguire is looking how he's looking. I tell you, if we get a left-footed centre back, right? And you put Maguire back on the right side, you would see a different Maguire. And I really hope that Ollie, because right now Maguire is making, he just making the best of a bad situation for himself. But the moment Maguire started playing on the right side, because I watch him today, and the amount of time he had to go back on his right foot, if he was on the right hand side, he would have been a totally different player. So I really hope Ollie strengthen that defense in the summer, and we really get a left-sided central defender to partner Maguire to strengthen that defense. I think that is where our weakness is right now.
How much times during the season, and we complain about it before, that we have been undone by set pieces? I
Yeah,
don't know. And it's a pity a snap and a center here with how the defensive line had set up for the corner where we conceded the equalizer, the late equalizer. So it's something that I don't know if we tend to we forget because we had a nice run of form, but our defensive line, our defense is susceptible to set pieces, and it has been so throughout the season. We've lost how many points as a matter of set pieces throughout the season. Simeon is on the inside. Simeon, thanks for joining in, bro. We know it's hard to join in this kind of review, but he's saying a game that makes you take notes. A tough tie that felt like a loss. I tell you, that draw feel like a
yeah,
real loss, boy. It hurt more than anything else.
yeah.
So, Nick,
Mm-hmm.
let me get into the game. So generally, we go approach it on a section basis, and we go rate
Right.
some of the players. So let me start with the defensive line and the goalkeeper. What was your thoughts on how today was?
Um, Today for some he has step up today. I think he made a brilliant save today. I don't think he could have done anything for that first goal. He was exposed for that first goal. I don't. It kind of difficult to blame the defenders for that goal. I think that blame had to come from the midfield. Southampton made the best of a poor situation from us. We didn't deal with the situation properly, and I definitely can't blame the hair. So I think he made an excellent save second half with Redmond. Maybe we could get to that. So the hair wasn't bad. Maguire was sloppy. He was sloppy in terms of again teams working on us. They're seeing our tactics, and they knowing where to press, they knowing where to target, and knowing where the weaknesses are, and you're seeing it. You're seeing with the press. So our defense was under a lot of pressure a lot of times. Maguire struggled in possession today. Normally he's good on the ball. He struggled with that. Lindelof again, he could only play when the ball is on his feet. He's not a central defender. He's more of maybe possibly a defensive midfielder. He's not a central defender. He's not physical enough. He's not intelligent enough. His positioning wise is poor. So a horrendous day at the office for me for Lindelof, right? Again, for the goal, even in the second half, I mean, that's strange because the emotions are all over the place too. It's difficult really to blame Maguire for the goal. Yes, we know him and Wan-Bissaka was under each other, but the amount of times Maguire does save us, right? Sometimes something would happen, but when that happens, you need somebody else to pick up the slack. And at times, I don't know why Lindelof does be hiding on the last post, right, marking himself, right? When there's an attacker right next to you and you're not marking the attacker, so I don't know what is the purpose. So again, I'm feeling great. For some reason, Wan-Bissaka like he need a rest, boy. I find Wan-Bissaka looking poor, boy. Oh gosh, I know there's a lot of games there, and we got to take that into consideration. There's a lot of games in a short space of time, and it's intense games also. So sometimes you might get a little dip, but Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, like he need a little reviving too. So again, to me, a poor game for Wan-Bissaka today. He wasn't up to any kind of standard, of any kind of quality. Um, if I rate the back line, Shaw did well until the injury. I think he was looking real solid. I think it was really refreshing seeing Shaw today. So up until the injury, for me, he was in a 7. Um, Maguire, well, boy, I want to give Maguire a 5, but I feel like I'll give Maguire a 5, again Lindelof a 4, and again Wan-Bissaka a 5.
Simeon saying again, he said Lindelof plays hard, but that ain't his spot. And he's also
Yeah.
saying, but Saka head in attack. And I don't know if that's something so possible, that's, based on how Ollie talking to him and what he asking of him in attack, whether
Yeah, but if
he
that's
he
what I
kind
was
of
gonna say.
conflicted
One thing.
now. He kind of
Yeah,
conflicted, I don't know.
will you see that chance he get today? Where that's why I said how he could have been a winger. I'd be confused. He could have never be a winger because that chance, any winger in a position like that was getting a shot off at
Yeah,
least.
that control
That
was
man
poor.
fumble and
Yeah.
jeez boy.
I had to
Anyway.
question. I had to question when I saw Bissaka play today. I mean, I just digressing a little bit.
Mm.
When I saw Bissaka play today, I had to ask myself, and I think I messaged it to you. Like Lukaku leafy touch with Bissaka or something, because I mean, the man control heavy in every part of the
Yeah,
field when the ball came to Bissaka. His touch was very, very heavy.
yeah. And he was real unsure, but like he was real
Yeah,
intimidated by Redmond, but I tell you, the man was real unsure today, boy.
right. But
Yeah.
but as for my opinion on the defense, I don't think any of the defenders today had a good game. I mean, contrary to your assessment of Maguire, I thought he wasn't good either, and he wasn't commanding coming out of the back. A lot of his balls that went over the top, it went out of play. It didn't hit its man. He sent it out and it just came right back. None of them were hitting its target. And for an organizer of your backline, your captain, I expected a lot more in terms of decision making from Maguire, especially if you're a team where you're tending on building your play from the back. You need proper passing decisions coming out from the back. And I found today a lot of the balls that came from Maguire, that came from Lindelof, were wayward passes. Some of the decisions as well, to go over the top, just keep the pressure back on us. And a lot of the times, they were just giving away the ball to Southampton to bring back the pressure upon us. We were able to manage fairly for the majority of the game, but I think overall our defensive line was very, very poor in building up the play and even defending, because I thought that we gave Southampton a lot of respect today and we put ourselves under pressure. Some of the 1-2 combinations that I saw Southampton trying to do was just an inch and they would have been through on goal. He had to be remonstrating to his defensive line throughout the game today, and that was disappointing. You understand what I'm saying? Now you don't favor Lindelof that much, but I thought on the ball he was better than Maguire today. Defensively,
That was say he's a
yeah,
defensive midfielder, not a
yeah.
centre back.
But when you see it coming to our positional awareness for set pieces, Nico, and I said before, and I will always say, if we talk about that how many times throughout the season, we dotish. You understand what I'm saying? Because 1 minute again and the 3 points would be ours.
Yeah.
And we're expecting your defenders to step up. This is what you're being paid for. You're being paid to build from the back. You understand what I'm saying? Let me get some comments in. Oh, I get this one already. Hey, Callum.
He just calmed down. Yeah.
So you're saying you see the lack of refinement in a lot of the players today, especially the younger ones. I thought Greenwood was quiet. They came out and they planned for Greenwood today earlier. Callum saying both goals were literally bullied off. Yeah. And for the second goal, Nico, as Callum touched on it, when you look at when you watch it over and you see how Lindelof stood at the back post, you allow.
I don't know who he does be marking on the back
Yeah,
post, and I
you
said it a million
allow.
times.
You allow
Who he
over
does be marking on the back post? You're a central defender.
Watch
Right?
me.
The
Lindelof
man set up in
allow.
front of you.
Yeah, he allow him, Nico. No kind of physicality to push him out the way.
I tell you, I really hope Oli really tapping up Akira. I really hope Oli tapping up Akira. Nah, boy, that's unacceptable.
Hey, Davion, good night, man. Thanks for joining in. A bad day at the office, no doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt.
boy.
Callum saying, when last we had a defender who willing to shed blood, maybe. Yeah, Bayi is the only one.
They
I
might
feel Bayi
say,
is the only
but
one.
he little rash, and
I
honestly
ain't
I
trust him. I ain't trust
no,
Bayi.
but still no, I still feel he deserve a run in the team. because to me, Lindelof again nothing.
Was a
Yeah,
little bit there. Oh yeah, I've been saying I really can't see anything with United, right? Boy, we feel
I
yeah, but because we committed to bringing the content, we had a dig in and bring it out, you know. But I hear you, bro. I hear you, bro. Like we feel it, we feel it. Callum saying we need Andre Etienne. Who's that? Who's that, bro? I don't know Andre Etienne. Where he from? So we lost Nico for a little bit, but we will continue. Can't trust Bailly. That's how I feel. It's how other people who tend to feel differently about Bailly. I mean, the Bailly is the type as Callum said that will get your blood, but in situations where teams pressing we high and overloading we, I don't know if we could trust Bailly at all, at all, at all. You know. Um,
yeah,
Davian, I
yeah,
actually
man.
find the a good game. Yeah, we hear you, Nico. Yeah, yeah, we did see Lindelof had a good game, but what we tend to see happening with Lindelof is for set pieces, you see that positional awareness, like, nah, boy.
Yeah, the man will be hiding. The man will be hiding from the physical battles, and that is when you had to get in. That is when you had to get in. And that what Lindelof doesn't do. He only like a pretty boy football. He only like to play football when the ball on his feet. And that's the only time you see Lindelof really play. Right? Dave tried not to call me now. Dave tried not to call me. Right? Because we are past Chelsea today. Right? You're messaging me. Don't worry, only half part to go, you know. Anyway.
Who's David a Chelsea man?
Yeah, Chelsea man. Yeah,
Well,
Chelsea man.
welcome to the review, Chelsea. Welcome, welcome. We're glad to have rivals on the inside. Well, until the end, I don't know, Callum, who from Vancouver?
Andrea Etienne talking about.
Oh.
Great comeback
Um,
we give them that. We give away that, Dave. Great comeback we give them that.
all right, Dave. All right, like yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea men are live in the review. That's what we like.
Yeah,
That's
but,
what we like. We
but
like
I
that.
tell you, all Arsenal men jumping on themselves too, you know. Arsenal in no way to close to the top four, but they want to jump on themselves and talking about Europa League and all kind of thing. You understand? Them even should make Europa League, but them put up thing with Manchester United for Europa League. What's right?
Chelsea was given a lifeline today, but I mean, Davian saying mean here from them since the
Yeah.
quiet waited to jump out today. We get them a lifeline. Anyway, back to the agenda, Nico. So it was very disappointing from our defenders today. We expected better, but as you say, hopefully, Ollie go dig in some of them egos, and them fellas go know that come Crystal Palace on Tuesday, that kind of complacency, lack of concentration will not be accepted. You
Yeah.
know? So midfield,
Difficult on shore, but difficult on shore. Again with the injury, we hope for some reason he fit enough for Thursday. If not, well, we hope Brandon Williams that head injury and is not concussion and concussion protocols, and he had to miss a week or two. So that is something else we had to look at.
because
Like
outside of that, Nico, is Dallo in her, and I more food in her.
no, and we got to pay Trini back. We got to pay Trini back. I'm bringing James. You understand? Bringing James out to play in the midfield. James or Fred or somebody to play in that midfield. Yeah. Right. So heading over to the midfield, boy. A disaster class in that midfield today too, boy. Wait, what's my I struggle to really find somebody in that midfield to really say that had a good game. I think Bruno was real off today. I think this is one of his poorest games today. Nothing came off him today. He got the assist for Marshall goal. But still, nothing really came off today. He was real scrappy, as you mentioned. Things when you figuring us out, they kind of boxed him out of the game. Matic wasn't bad. Matic wasn't bad. I think Matic was the more solid midfielder today. He led by example a bit where the others was flagging. He kind of pulled them up and try to solidify the midfield a bit. Pogba, that was the worst game back for Pogba, boy. I think Pogba had a stinker today. Yes, we know he kind of created, he initiated the comeback goal. Well, at least the
The two,
equalizer.
the two.
Yeah, well, at least for the equalizer, he had a big part in the equalizer. Um, but today he had a real stinker today. He had a real poor game today in possession. He was careless. He was bullied off the ball. He was lacking the awareness that he normally has. Maybe because of maybe the amount of games in the short space of time, maybe starting to add up. The fatigue starting to come in. Honestly, for me, when the substitution was made for Pogba, I think it was a good substitution at the time because for me, he was really struggling. I thought Fred would have had something. Um, but that didn't work out either. That didn't work out either. Um, but today I gave me struggling in the midfield. So for me, if I rate the midfielders, Pogba getting a 5, Bruno getting a 5, Matic getting a 6. So that's how I rate the midfield.
I'm gonna get some comments in, right? Davian saying here that Bruno was off the pace. Bruno and company was off the pace. Yeah. Simeon saying them defenders expecting teams to score 3 goals each game. That the attackers. I mean,
Yeah. You saying them defenders expecting the team now, so the attackers
yeah,
to score 3
right,
goals here.
right. Fred added nothing.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
when the energy wasn't there, first time in a while you start watching the clock. I'm telling you, we was watching that
Yeah,
clock.
and I will touch back on that too because at least for the last few games from Bournemouth come back to today, like we waiting for teams to strike for we to warm up now. For we to wake up to say nah, but like we in a game. It happened against Bournemouth where they scored first, then we started to play against Aston Villa. It's only after Aston Villa hit the post, then we started to really play football. And today again is only when Southampton scored that we started to influence the game. So I think we really started to wake up in games earlier.
Yeah,
I think I don't know if it's we just was in terms of just nervous. Then knowing that I went today could take us to the third. But yeah, for some reason I had to wake up a little earlier.
these Chelsea people real bumping today by Nico boy.
Yeah, don't worry, we playing them weekend. Right? So let them talk now. And when we play them weekend, I want them to talk the same way too. Right?
But from in my opinion, midfield. Now I don't know if you guys who would have been the faithful viewers of All in All United or match reviews and things. The last couple of games, Nico, what it does that tell you about teams observing how other teams play and trying to better that to counter our game plan? The high press. We just build the ball out of the back too slow, Nico. You understand what I'm saying? And it's easy for teams to close down these spaces. So once an attack is, you're playing with quick attackers and they might be more potent on the ball and in attempts at goal, we will find ourselves in problems. And that's exactly what happened today. Southampton did it the best so far. Aston Villa had built on what Bournemouth do. Bournemouth built on what Brighton had done in terms of pressing our two lines, the defensive line and the midfield line, the channels between what Pogba and Matic will do, because we just build the football through those avenues. And I saw it had a clip I saw, Bissaka with to throw the ball in, and it had 2 players on Pogba and 2 players on Matic. So either we went on Greenwood side, where Greenwood had Bertrand up in detail, or we went back to Lindelof. You understand what I'm saying? So they understanding the space and the angle to lock off, to force us to go long. Of course, the goal now is Pogba now, slow, and as you say, his awareness of, I find Pogba awareness of off today.
Yeah.
It's an easy times. I'm not going to be on Pogba. Pogba will shrug you off and turn easy.
Yeah.
You understand? And Pogba gave away the ball and led to the first goal. As I said before, I can't blame the defense for that first goal. It was unfortunate, but we wasn't supposed to be losing that ball in that space.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So I found that we have to learn, or we have to find a way to counteract that high press that teams will continue to focus on and try to beat us with. Matic, I agree with you. Matic wasn't bad today. Matic, was the best out of the 3 midfielders in my opinion. Bruno, again, Bruno had an off day today. Bruno had an off day today. But here was my thing, Nico. I don't think them substitutions help.
Right.
Probably at the point in time, you would have think it would have been a good decision to take off Pogba. But when you took Pogba off, we lost all control, whatever kind of control or even fear. And the presence of Pogba would have instilled in these Southampton players. When we took Pogba out, them midfielders from Southampton realized, well, hey, they've our game now. We surrendered possession in midfield totally to them. I agree we probably needed the engine from Fred, but with Pogba there and what Pogba offered, we lost it with when we took him off. Bruno, on the other hand, I think even though Bruno wasn't offering nothing, the fact that Bruno was there, he was causing stuff to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think the substitution probably just didn't work in hindsight. But when you see the game happening, you would have figured out them guys needed to come on.
It's true. Yeah.
And the initiative was given over to Southampton, and Southampton dominated the game. We started to play counter-attacking football against them. Let me get some comments on the inside here. So your earlier comment, it seems as though Daniel wants
You want bets?
you know. Rowley man. Okay, so we have who's Rowley?
That's Tottenham man now.
Okay. I thought
That's
that was the
Spurs man.
I thought that was the Prime Minister. I thought he was I was gonna correct you and say Mr. Rowley.
Yeah.
Navian said if we had 11 men on the field, we win that match though. It was unlucky.
And we could talk about that. We could talk about that one time too. You know, you touch that anymore?
Yeah, let me get two more. Right, so you're saying we need an impact sub, especially today in midweek, but we knew this. Yeah, no depth in quality. We say that. Gavin seems more afraid to press high with Pogba because of his stuff exactly, and we saw it at the goal. Go ahead, Nico.
Yeah, and as I was talking about with the sub study, right, which to me I find makes no sense, right? Why it is that okay, yes, a team have 3 trenches where they could make the substitutions during the game, right? But in a situation like today where a player was seriously injured and a team have an extra sub, I find the team should be allowed to make that last sub. Yes, we made the substitution in trenches, yes. But however, in a situation like this where a team go down to 10 men and they have a substitute that they could make, right, that they're unable to make it, to me, I think they didn't really think about that or thoroughly think it through, that substitution rule. And I think they should make some kind of recommendation to change that. Because a team, because especially for serious injuries, right? If a player is seriously injured where he cannot continue to play, but the team have extra substitutes on the bench, right? They didn't use the entire 5 substitutes. Then they should be allowed to bring that player on in that more or less extenuating circumstance now. You know, so to me, definitely, I think that I look over that. To me, that makes no sense. You know, and I think that today and all cost us.
Nico, the Chelsea man who up inside we mentioned, he want to know about Mata.
Mata will have his say, don't worry. They can't have his say against Chelsea.
Oh, and I see Mr. Rowley on the inside.
Yeah.
Mr. Rowley.
That is Spurs, man. He living good either right now with Mourinho living in the house. He living good either.
he gone back in the dinosaur ages.
Yeah. Them fellas, pressure for them also.
All right, so Nicole, let me move on to the more positive section of the team. You know, the attackers today. I thought, you know, if we have any good thing to say about football match today, had to be this aspect. You know, so go ahead now. Let me hear where you
to me, well, Greenwood, like the setup plan for Greenwood today. You know, he kind of struggled in the game today. He wasn't his dynamic self today. He didn't get the kind of opportunities he normally get. So I think today, definitely for him, wasn't his best day. However, I think Marshall and Rashford today was their one of their top key. I think last game Marshall was excellent. Today he was very good. But Rashford today for me was excellent. I think Rashford, you're seeing now where Rashford form is coming back. You saw the Rashford post the injury today. You know, yes, maybe he had 1 or 2 chances he could have scored, he didn't. I can remember when that was Marshall, early in the game when Marshall was 1-on-1 on the keeper where he should have scored. to me, I think he let down himself a bit there. To me, that should be with that time and space you had. You know what I mean? You should have been more clinical and you should have finished that chance. But Rashford to me was the man of the match. I think he was excellent. I think his form is coming back. If I rate, to give a mark to Rashford today, I definitely give him a 8. Or even a 9. Marshall would have gotten a 8. You know, so I think they were the standout players today.
Um, we talk about it before, where if Bruno don't have a good game, then you have Greenwood stepping up. If Greenwood don't have a good game, then you have Martial stepping up, and then also
Right.
Rashford. And today was one of those days where I don't think Mason didn't have a good game. I just thought he had a quiet game because there were things that he did that were very, very good. But because Southampton's game plan was so focused on nullifying Greenwood because they know how deadly he is and how little he has been, he was quiet,
And
right?
he would have pulled defenders and free space for the others to shine.
Exactly. So I don't want to make it look as though Greenwood didn't have a good showing today. He was just quiet, but I thought he was always there to put. You know, it has some players when you could tell that they just didn't have a good game, they'll still get the ball and they're wasting. They're not making good of what they're getting. I thought he was neat and tidy today. When he had the ball, he tried to do the right thing. He didn't try to overthink nothing. He didn't try to overplay. He was always in the right places, I thought, because I remember there were 2 chances where Martial had the ball and Martial could have passed it to Greenwood. And Martial took the shot, he went ahead and take the shot. And you would have fancied Mason Greenwood in that position if he had gotten the ball, you know? It was unfortunate for him. I tend to disagree with you in terms of man of the match, and it's not because I'm a personal bias, but I just thought Martial was the most threatening of our 3 attackers today. How they would have thought that the equalizing goal, what he did, and the chance would have been lost, you know, but he was able to take the ball under pressure under 3 defenders. He pulled the 3 defenders and he was able to still flip it for Rashford, and Rashford took his goal well. He created a chance for Rashford as well to and I mean, Levy, I had to take time to recognize and to commend that Southampton goalkeeper because if it was 2 saves, he made the one for Martin in the first half and that one against Rashford in the second half.
The one against Rashford, that was who saved that? The goalkeeper or the defender? I wasn't sure.
The goalkeeper.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? If you go back to the game when Southampton had beaten City ponged that goal, and that goalkeeper, I don't know what his name, I can't remember his name.
McCarthy or something like that.
He was very, very crucial and clinical in saving Southampton that game. You know what I'm saying? And the man turned up again today. You know? So I think today Martin was our most effective striker. He was very dangerous. He made a lot of runs. He opened up spaces. He took his goal well. He assisted Marcus Rashford to his goal. But I thought he was a little bit selfish. I mean, your warrior attackers be selfish, yeah? You know, at certain times. Because at certain times he passed the ball where he thought he could have shoot. So he was selfish because
he shoot when he could have passed. I mean, he shoots when he could have passed.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is usually you're the ones the attackers to shoot sometimes and they'll pass. But today was the reverse. You know, he created openings, he won the ball, he held off his defenders. I thought under pressure, Anthony Martial was spot on today. And as I said, let me bring in a comment here to you know, Simmons saying your boy Martial is a boss. Rashford is class.
Yeah.
And Greenwood will struggle. I agree fully with that. Davian saying games like this is where I find like Jaden is needed, that extra quality in the squad. I think attack-wise, you know, I don't have.
I think we created enough. Yeah, we created enough to win today.
Yeah.
If you even think about those 2 chances that have been 4, right?
Yeah, and I think what we failed. The only thing the only qualm I have with the attackers today is we needed a 2-goal cushion simply because of what happened at the end. You know, going through a game without 1 goal is not a comfortable place. You know, and I think what the Southampton manager would have told his team, just stay in the game. Just stay in the game. You know,
yeah, and as Judas always say, our defense have a mistake now.
Exactly.
It is always said our defense have a mistake, and teams know that too. Teams know our defense have a mistake. So as long as they enter the game, as you say, as long as they enter the game, they have a chance.
Yeah. And what I thought, our attackers did well today was we tried to stretch the game. We created a lot of opportunities, but just the final ball is what let them down today. And I am forgiven for our attackers because of what they did. How they continue to test the Southampton defense. They continue to create opportunities, test the keeper. I can't fault them today. The defense let us down today.
Yeah, for sure.
So I go reverse the rating that you give Marcel and Rashford.
Okay.
Rashford getting an 8.
All right, but to me, this was Rashford's best game back since.
Yeah.
Since came back, this is definitely his best game back.
You notice he started to take on players today too, eh?
Yeah. Walker Peters get beat leg about 3-4 times today. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think he had a good game today.
Simeon saying Marcel read the game well, took some fouls, laid down on the ground, knowing midfield was in trouble. Yeah, we needed that break. But watch
that touch for that goal for Rashford, where he control that ball under pressure, that was superb, eh?
Yeah,
that was a superb touch, eh?
But watch when I watch we midfield today, Nico, we midfield was knackered in it.
Yeah.
We give, in my opinion, we give Southampton too much respect for them to move around the ball. Our midfield, when we started the game, our midfield is more of possession, this kind of midfield.
Yeah.
We're not the kind of break up play and run down different energy type. So when we surrender so much possession to Southampton, we having to find and recover. It's kind of real too.
Yeah, I seen changes for
Crystal Palace.
For Crystal Palace, eh? I seen some changes in that midfield.
I was hoping that if we had won the game today, we could have changed, knowing that, we had some wiggle room now, going into the Southampton game. But now, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to, because we had to after.
Yeah, that was saying, so we had to make some changes for that Crystal Palace game. I know Oli, even in himself, try to save a bit of Pogba also, but yeah, most likely I think Pogba will start. Matic playing the whole game. Maybe it have a possibility Matic might get a rest. And McTominay might play and then save Matic for Chelsea. So yeah, I think the Crystal Palace game will be an interesting one.
A very, very interesting one, especially where we need to win all our remaining games now. Yeah. So I think how we go. What kind of rating you'll get Oli today, Nico?
Again, it's hard to fault Oli, but it's really hard to fault him. I think the only fault maybe was maybe not leaving that window for that extra sub, But again, it's a foolish rule, that rule is just making no sense, But otherwise, I can't blame him. 8.
Yeah. We talk about the substitutions not really impacting the game how we wanted it to, but
but it was sensible.
It was sensible.
Yeah.
Because when Pogba was taken off, everybody was like, yeah. Then when Bruno didn't have the best game, so yeah, let me see how the game. And right. I think, Nico, if we did see how the game and Lindelof didn't make that mistake, would have been talking different about the concept.
Of course. And then those guys would have got rest. And then for the Crystal Palace game, we could have even have a stronger squad in mind. Even for the Chelsea game, that would have given the team a bit, as you said, some wiggle room now to even make some changes within the squad.
Exactly.
But the result today make it a bit harder now to prioritize within the Crystal Palace game and the Chelsea game now how you're really gonna manage your squad now.
Exactly. And you're seeing, and you could see now that the games, the accumulation of games having to take a toll on the physical now.
Yeah, it must.
Yeah. So now we don't have 5th place to consider because Man City got their ban overturned by the
Court of Arbitration of Sport.
So I know I ain't gonna get into that, but we have to make some more. And even if the ban, was upheld, we will say before that we wanted to make top 4 and get the championship. So that doesn't change how we do anything. So we want to ensure that we make it into the Champions League spot. It is still very, very possible, but we must win our remaining game. That is just how it is now,
Yeah.
you know. So, Nico, any closing remarks?
Um, well, Crystal Palace again for me. It don't matter who we play, we should be winning our game. Um, West Ham, I see for some reason West Ham picking up some kind of form, But even home at Old Trafford, I think again, we should be going out and winning those games. And honestly, to me, I think winning the next two games is most pivotal. I think we win those next two games. I think we into the top four. So I think it's just for us to really refocus. Take today as a slap on the chin and get us our foot back on the ground, regain focus. Get back that energy, get back that drive, get back that belief, and be revitalized for the next game.
Yeah, I think that we on paper we have the easiest running, but it's those teams that just come and want to take points.
Yeah.
I mean, we're watching Chelsea and Wolves as Chelsea's last. I mean, Liverpool and Wolves as Chelsea's last two fixtures, but it's the West Ham,
Yeah, yeah,
come and really spoil the party now. So we can't take
yeah. And
those
then
teams.
even Leicester. Leicester is
Exactly.
Leicester is I think Spurs
So,
and us.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's very important that we remain focused. And as I say, I really hope Ollie, taking stock of the changes and the things that he needs to make, and also that Shaw and Brandon Williams recover for at least Chelsea,
Yeah. Yeah.
if not Crystal Palace. So
Crystal Palace, yeah.
we know for sure it's gonna have changes in the team for Crystal Palace.
Of course.
So guys, that brings us to the end of our match review. As we said, it's not the result that we wanted. It's like we got the win snatched from our hands with a minute to go, and some of the guys really didn't turn up today. But we hope that this will do some, bringing them to back to earth, and to realize that this is not a free ride. You got to work hard, you got to dig in, and let's work for top four. You know. So have a good night, everybody. Please remember that these videos are streamed on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. So you can go over there and like, share, subscribe, and get the content out. Thanks again for joining in. Have a good night.
Hey, good night.